Hey, my buddy Michael told me that if I had a hot chick show up on my show, I'd get more followers. So this is Emily.
Cardboard cutout.
Here we go. You got side A.
I got side
There we
A.
go.
And we're going to talk about why memes are funny and people are stupid. I saw this meme the other day and I love it.
Jim Cramer. I just don't understand the avocado toast reference myself.
It's a good one. So old boomers like Jim Cramer, you, are always saying that millennials could buy homes if they didn't spend all their money on Starbucks and avocado toast. So they're joking that these blue chip industrial darlings of the last couple of decades on Wall Street aren't any better at managing their money.
Yeah, but two things. One, Jim Cramer's like 70 years old. I'm not quite 60 yet. And two, this isn't even close to the same thing. I know you're talking about Boeing, right? That's what this is all about, is the whole Boeing situation. Yeah. Look, I totally get it. This is kind of a fluke scenario where they do need some help, getting through these problems, or, well, I should say these problems, right, with the 737 MAX, so they don't have to fire a ton of people working on these planes. And besides that, Jim Cramer, he's worth like $170 million. So...
Yeah, and that's part of the problem is you boomers always justifying everything by their net worth.
Oh my God, we're going there, are we?
Yeah, but so a fluke you say? Seems like they've had an awful lot of flukes. Back in 2020, the government had to step up and help out and help them secure $25 billion worth of bond offerings. Plus, they got a whole bunch of that, $2 trillion worth of stimulus money. Also, the U.S. government also has I didn't even know about this, they have a special bank called the Export-Import Bank that extends financing for overseas buyers of U.S. products.
Okay.
And Boeing has been a major beneficiary of that bank to help keep them going over the years and keeping them profitable. This relationship totally underscores how intertwined Boeing's business is with national interest and industry and innovation. Plus, over the years, they have received something like $15.5 billion in government subsidies. That's a lot of money, and a lot of it's even from Washington state, not just the federal government.
Yeah, but a lot of that came, or I should say comes from the COVID times when the world was shut down. If people can't travel, airlines don't need to be buying any airplanes. And the pandemic wasn't their fault. Wasn't anyone's fault. Boeing is a stalwart of the American industrial economy since 1916. They employ 171,000 people in America and make the finest airplanes in the world and in the sky. So I would say you need to show a little bit of respect.
Yeah, but if their planes are so great, why are they having all these problems now? Let's look at that nothing they could do about 2020 statement. That brings us back to our original meme. If they're such great and awesome company like everyone wants to act like they are, why couldn't they handle one bad year? The fact of the matter is that they were already losing money before COVID happened. They lost $625 million on $76.55 billion worth of revenue. So they brought in $76.55 billion worth of revenue, and they still lost $600 million.
Disappointed!
And you couldn't turn a profit, and that's a great company? And they still brought in $58 billion worth of revenue in 2020. But even more, but they brought in $10.4 billion worth of profit in 2018. They made $8.5 billion in profit in 2017. And then they made $5 billion in profit in both of 2016 and 2015. So even after losing that $600 million in 2019, they made a total of $28.47 billion in the previous 5 years. And they couldn't keep any of that for a rainy day? Or did they have too much Starbucks and avocado toast?
Yeah, but I think you're being a little bit stupid and naive. And I think you need to grow up, brother. I really do. You're in the secondary. That's your expertise is how money works, right? Boeing is a publicly traded company. A publicly traded company's fiduciary responsibility is to the stockholders, to the shareholders. That's their job. And they can't just leave that money doing nothing. If they don't do things with that money, the stock prices don't grow. I say y'all need to wake up just a little bit.
Yeah. And the executives don't get their huge bonuses and their huge salaries. Yeah, but the CEO also just got ran out. The independent board chair didn't stand for re-election. The president of the commercial division just retired. I guess almost going bankrupt every 3 to 4 years isn't good to Wall Street either then, is it, huh?
Boeing stock price is still trading at like almost $190 per share. That is not too awful bad.
Yeah, but it's all based on BS because their corporate debt is also $17.2 billion, which is up from only $5.2 billion in 2022. Plus, it's just stock manipulation, man. It has nothing to do with anything. It's a fugazi. From 2014 to 2018, when they were designing and R&D'ing the 737 MAX, Boeing diverted 92% of their operating cash to stock buybacks instead of spending it on un-effing up their planes. Way more than research and development.
Un-effing up their planes?
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah, but this is a temporary thing. The executives couldn't have known that there was this engineering flaw there. They're not door engineer experts.
One flu case, huh? Yeah, you have not been paying attention, buddy. Yeah, but that's definitely not the case. This wasn't one fluke door, man. They've been having problems for a long time. There was a fire on board of one of the basically brand new planes within the series, plus 2 massive foreign crashes. Boeing has been trending towards worse planes ever since they merged with McDonnell Douglas back in '96. McDonnell Douglas's culture of building kind of crappy planes and profit-driven decisions won over the culture. There's been a litany of deadly, catastrophic, and insane decisions to limit quality over at Boeing for a while. Plus, there's this guy who has been making a big deal in the government about this known problem for years. So there's a guy by the name of John Barnett who worked at Boeing for over 3 decades as a quality control engineer and manager in both their Washington and South Carolina plants. This guy made international headlines way back in April of 2019 when he and other former Boeing employees spoke to the New York Times about the shoddy manufacturing problems at Boeing. Barnett also accused the company of adopting a culture that prioritized raw numbers over quality and, by extension, passenger safety. He told the government, as a quality manager for Boeing, you got to be the last line of defense to make sure that defect doesn't get out to the flying public. And he said, and I quote, "I haven't seen a single plane come out of Charleston yet that I would put my name on saying it's safe and airworthy. None." He filed a whistleblower complaint against Boeing in 2017, so a while back. Then 2019, just months after the European Air Boeing 737 MAX 8 and a Lion Air Boeing 737 MAX both crashed minutes after takeoff, killing everyone on board, Barnett told the BBC, I wonder why he went to a foreign media outlet, that workers at one of Boeing's factory had been deliberately fitting faulty parts onto planes to meet production deadlines. So that'd be going all the way back to 2017. And that oxygen mask on the 787 Dreamliner had a 1 in 4 chance of failing during an emergency. Barnett said that he had alerted Boeing managers as well as the FAA to the concerns, but no action had been taken.
I don't know. All right, then. I suppose it'll all get worked out in the investigation process. We'll see.
Yeah, but that's not going to happen because he reportedly killed himself before he could give depositions.
Oh, my God. Oh, man, hold on just a second here. So Barnett spent many years fighting this mega public corporation with essentially unlimited resources about something that could cost him hundreds of billions of dollars. And right before he was to give his deposition, right, you're saying that he decided to just kill himself?
Hour and a half before.
he suddenly decided to kill himself an hour and a half before his deposition.
7 years in the making.
God. And that seems normal?
Yeah. On second thought, does seem normal. Super normal.
Yeah,
Just like all of
typical.
Boeing's planes, they seem really, really normal. Good product. Great
Safe.
Great choices. Safety.
Safe.